Pitt is suing Angelina Jolie. What? Yeah, I'm gagged by the title. So this is no surprise if you've been keeping up with their dispute over the chateau that they own in France called Chateau Miraval. They like sell wine and everything like out of the chateau. It's a very beautiful like 35-room mansion with a moat and everything. It's where they got married back in 2014, I want to say. And so they had an agreement when they bought this mansion, and I believe in their divorce as well, that they were not allowed to sell their shares in the chateau without confirming with one another, without getting each other's permission. And so in the legal documents that Brad Pitt filed this month that were obtained by theblast.com, Brad is suing Angelina Jolie for sharing off her own shares of Chateau Miraval. I think it's because the two of them combined, they, you know, with both of their shares and interests, they owned a controlling share of the chateau. So with Angelina going off and selling hers, Brad becomes a minority owner of Chateau Miraval, and that is something that really upsets him. You know, he wanted to share the chateau with all of their kids and everything. They wanted to continue using the vineyard as a business, but unfortunately, that's going to be a bit more of an uphill battle now that Angelina has sold off her share. And this wine wasn't even just a hobby project for them. Like, you know, The Blast is reporting that sales started to skyrocket after the two of them got into selling their rosés. You know, now under Brad Pitt's tenure as, like, you know, CEO or whatever of the brand, the business, and I quote, has grown into a multi-million-dollar venture that has become one of the most sought-after rosé wines. So in October of last year, Angelina actually sold off her shares to a Luxembourg-based spirits manufacturer, and of course Brad is pissed off because now they're going to try to kind of like run the show and undermine his authority as kind of one of the leads of this wine brand over all of these years. So the court documents are alleging that Angelina Jolie is trying to take profits that she's not earned and collect returns on an investment that she did not make, and Brad Pitt is also alleging that her selling her stake in Miraval is unlawful on multiple grounds. Among them, the documents claim that the sale breaches the agreement that she and Brad Pitt made, which would require their mutual consent in order to sell any shares of the company. So this, of course, is going to be taken to court. It's going to be messy, but I have to say, both sides of this, both Angelina and Brad, I think that their mess of a marriage, and I was just talking about this earlier, is their karma for what they did to Jennifer Aniston in order to get married to one another. You know, like their marriage, their relationship was built on hurt, deceit, and lies. So that is all that, you know, it kind of reaped for them in return as a karma for what it is that they did in order to get together in the first place. I gotta say, listen, karma is not always direct, but it does come back in some way or some form. And this, in my opinion, is their karma for what it is that they did to become a couple. So I'm just going to be watching from the sideline, cheering for absolutely nobody. What about you? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.